Why my bad bitches
I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She think that she fucking with me.
So hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Marianne Mo, or you can just call me Mo. On this channel we talk everything real estate, solo traveling, and self-discovery through solo experiences and solo traveling. I truly believe, to just have a more purposeful, fulfilling life, you have to understand yourself. You have to know what you like, what you dislike, and I feel like the best way to do that is by traveling. Well, one of the best ways I like to learn myself is by traveling. So this video is just going to be a little bit different. This video is going to be my top 10 questions I would ask while I'm dating before I decide to travel internationally with someone. Okay, it's extremely important to be compatible in that area before you decide to get on that flight, because it will test you. It will test your relationship. It will test your friendships. Baby, it will test you through and through. I just want to make sure y'all are prepared before y'all decide to take that flight, before y'all decide to proceed with the relationship. Make sure y'all are compatible with the person before you decide to take that leap of faith. So, in no particular order, these are the questions I would ask. And don't interview the person. Like, let it happen organically. Ask the questions randomly throughout your time dating or different dates and stuff, or just, FaceTime conversations, whatever the case may be. Just ask the questions and get the information that you need to get. Okay? And just because somebody's safe, I won't say don't go on a trip. I just say kind of hold them accountable to what they say when they answer the question, and hold yourself accountable to the answer that you said when you answer the question. I would still recommend going on a trip, but just definitely have that conversation so both of y'all can have an understanding of who you are, the type of girl you are. So, number one, what kind of activities do you like? I talked about this in my previous video about the type of travel you are. Are you an adventure traveler? Are you like a, chill vibe? You just like to drink and go on the beach and be in a pool? Either or is cool, but just make sure that it's compatible, because you can't have somebody that's thrill, like adventure, signing waivers. They want to be on ATVs. They want to skydive. They want to zip line. And then you have somebody who just want to take pretty pictures by the pool. Like, if you're not open to at least exploring their world and exploring their traveling style, then maybe that's not the person for you. I think traveling is beautiful, and traveling with your significant other can be a great time. But make sure y'all have similar interests. And when y'all don't have similar interests, make sure that y'all open to an explorer. Okay? Number two, what kind of accommodations do you like? Are you a Airbnb, hotel, resort kind of girl? Are you a luxury kind of girl? Are you a budget girl? Like, you don't want to break the bank, but you don't want to just be in some raggedy Airbnb, some raggedy apartment. Definitely have that conversation. What kind of girl are you? Watch that video too. What kind of girl are you? Number three, how do you react when things don't go planned? You miss your flight, you lose your luggage, a natural disaster happened. Like, how are you? Are you overwhelmed? Do you get quiet? Can you take lead if needed? Are you frustrated? Are you panicking? Is it too much? Like, do you have, credit cards for safety? Do you just, have a lot of cash on you sometimes? Them conversations are necessary to understand how each person reacts in the case of emergency. Granted, will it be different? It might be different for each person, or when you actually get there. Like I said, different events take place, different things happening while you're traveling that kind of interfere with what you think you would do. But at least you have that conversation going in. So, number four, do you enjoy nightlife? Are you a heavy drinker? Listen, I don't drink that much anymore because, baby, a guaranteed hangover. A hangover is going to see me in the morning. And that's not always good. Like, that's killing a vibe that the next day. Especially if you just with your partner, you just with your significant other. Now they got to low-key take care of you, or now you can't do what y'all had planned. Baby, that's killing the vibe. Do not drink all that alcohol if it do not sit right in your stomach. Do you like the clubs? Not everybody is a party person. Not everybody likes to go to clubs in other countries. They probably don't feel safe. What's the vibe? I need to have some conversations so y'all can know what y'all day and what y'all night is looking like, and make sure y'all just compatible. Okay? Number 5, how should we split the expenses, or if we should split the expenses? Some men, just naturally wants to pay for everything. That's just who they are as a person, right? Or this is a birthday trip, this is an anniversary trip, so they're doing this for you, XYZ. Cool. Some men will be like, okay, I can cover the accommodations, I can cover the flights, you handle the things we're going to do while we're over there, you handle the dinners and the excursions. Cool. Let's come to an understanding. Some men are 50-50 warriors, where I got my half, where it's yours.
Wait a minute, what's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Have that conversation. You definitely don't want to go out of the country. You definitely don't want to get on that flight and not understand the type of person you are with, man or woman. You need to really understand how we're going to budget these expenses, okay? Because everybody's pockets is different. Everybody's income is different. How much you make may be different. How much you save may be different. How much you're willing to spend on certain things may be extremely different. So definitely have that conversation, because you don't want to get to another island, to another country, and you looking at him and he looking at you, and you looking back at him and he looking back at you, and you like, fuck you got going on. You just want to make sure you're covered. And definitely for my ladies, if somebody flying you out, make sure you can get home. Make sure you can get home. Make sure you are covered, that you can get home no matter what. Is extremely important to have your own money. I don't care how much a man say, I got you, I got you, I got you. Some men get mad when they don't get their way. Some men, like I said, you get to a different island and it's switched up. You never know. You want to make sure that you can cover yourself, because one thing about me, I can get myself home. One thing about me, I can get myself home. Can't nobody get me stuck anywhere. Please, forget about it. You can't fly me out and get stuck anywhere. I don't like to get flew out. I don't like that. I don't like that type of vibe unless it's really my man. Like, we really locked in. I don't like that energy, because some people play too many games and I don't play. Number 6, how early or late do you get to the airport? This is extremely important. Me, I missed 2 flights in my life, right? So traumatizing. I don't want to be with somebody that's getting to the airport 30 minutes before the flight. I can't do that. Anxiety is through the roof, okay? Anxiety is through the roof. I will never marry somebody that's getting to the airport 30 minutes before the flight. Now, for dating, I'm the type of person, I'm open. I'll be like, okay, babe, I'll meet you at the gate. If we don't live together, I'll meet you at the gate. You do what you got to do. If you feel like you make your flight every time, I will meet you at the gate, because I like to breeze through TSA. Like, I don't want to be anxious. Oh, I gotta go. Like, then you start messing up stuff. You start losing stuff, dropping stuff. Like, I like to just sit back and relax, have a drink, have an overpriced drink, have a shot, have a cup of coffee, have something. I like to relax. Go in the lounge if you have access, baby. But when you're dating, like living with somebody, I think you should have some type of compromise. If that's the partner you choose, like, okay, maybe we won't get to the airport 3 hours early, but we have to at least get to the airport like an hour and a half early to give me some type of peace. Now, the next question I have is, do you like to sleep in or get up early? Everybody's a different kind of traveler, especially if some people have like extremely demanding jobs and it's the only time they get really to sleep in, or they just have a jam-packed schedule. This is how they vacate. This is how they travel. And if you're a type of girl, you're the type of man that you up at 6, 7 in the morning naturally, because that's what your body is doing. You probably in the gym or in the pool. I know me, about like 8 o'clock, I'm in the pool. 8 o'clock, I'm in the pool. Okay, give me some tea, give me a smoothie. I'm in that pool. Like, nobody be in the pool at that time, 7, 8 in the morning. I'm just relaxing, vibing, floating, just doing me. And if my man like to sleep in, I'm okay with that. But you can't expect me to just sit by your side the whole time, like you hooked up and we just gotta cuddle until you decide to wake up. Nah, I ain't going for that. I ain't doing that. You get up, or you be comfortable with me just kind of, doing my thing. Now, we can agree on some things, like, okay, can you wait like an hour after you get up so we can get breakfast, or can you wake me up and then we order breakfast to the room? Like, some type of compromise. I could do that, but you can't expect me to just lay in the bed all day if I get up early. Not gonna happen, Captain. Number 8, Do you like to eat locally or fine dining? Are you a restaurant type of girl every night? You want to put on your dress, you want to put on your heels, you want to do your face, you want to get nice pictures, you want to match with your man. What's the vibe like? Or do you just want to eat locally? You want to try authentic food. You want to try food from other cultures, or you just do not like to spend a lot of money on food that is just probably overpriced. Like, what kind of girl are you? So that's a conversation that needs to be had. And like I said, compromise, balance, communication, comprehension. Be open. If it's 50-50, like if you like to do fine dining but they like to eat locally, then let's have a balance, okay? Maybe 2 nights out of the 5, 3 nights out of the 5, we can be at a fine dining restaurant. The other 2, we can eat somewhere casually, locally. Figure it out. You're grown, okay? What else? Number 9. Let's see. Number 9. Do you require any alone time as an independent girly? As an independent girly looking for a man, or wanting a man eventually, I do require a certain amount of alone time. But you can't be selfish, right? So if you require a certain amount of alone time, this alone time needs to be scheduled where you're not disturbing your partner. It's not, it's not in the middle of the day, like where you're supposed to be bonding, you're supposed to be out exploring. You still a part of the trip, okay? So usually I like to get my alone time in the morning, like really early if they're sleeping. And like I said, I'm in a pool by like 8 a.m. because I just like to vibe. Like, you do excursions all day, you out all day, you tired, you drinking. I just want some zen, like I just want some peace and quiet. So I do require a certain amount of alone time, but I'm also open. Like if my man is up and we vibing, like then I don't need alone time. We just vibing. But if you sleep and I see an opportunity, then I'm going to take that. But both parties need to be okay. Okay, y'all need to have that communication. Y'all need to have that conversation with each other to understand the type of person each other is. Okay. Like I said, communication is just extremely important when it comes down to all of this. Last question. How would you like to get around? Are you let's get a rental, private driver, transportation, whatever, city, Ubers, cabs? What type of girl you are? Me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not renting a car. I don't want to drive. Driving is not my sport. Some countries, are not flat. They're like hills, mountains, or whatever. Baby, I can't drive on that. We're going to be off the cliff. Okay? Have I drove in other countries? Have I drove in other cities? Yes. If I'm in a group trip, I will play my part. If I'm with my man, you better be ready to be behind that wheel. Passenger princess me, please. If I'm with my man, and you're not a driver yourself, you don't like to drive that much, we're not renting a car. Because it's not, oh, babe, here you go. You can drive to No, I'm not driving. I'm not compromising on that either. We don't have to get it. I will go half on a private, I even pay for the private driver. Or we go back and forth for Ubers and whatever the case may be, but sometimes I'm just not doing it. Like in certain situations, getting a car does make sense, but I'm not a comfortable driver. Like it's just not my sport. And I'll let that be known up front. Let's not do it. Let's not play. So if you enjoyed that video, please like, comment, subscribe, share for more. Tell me what kind of girl you are. Tell me what questions you will ask before deciding to travel internationally with the person you're dating. Tell me what them conversations was like. Tell me previous experiences you had that didn't just go quite well. Let me know, okay? Okay.
My bad bitch. I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Hoes be looking okay. She fucking